Alright, so something that I wanted to talk about for a few days now, but I was not able to, is a recent update that came to JP and Care. Now, as y'all know, gear in this game, just in general, is pretty bad, right? When it comes to gear, we can spend thousands and thousands and thousands of stamina to go ahead and get a gear piece that's, it might not even be the right main stat. It could be physical attack when you need magic attack, vice versa, and it is just bad overall. Well, like, when it comes to a lot of gacha games that I've played, this gear in this game in particular is pretty bad. Like, it's pretty up there, but it's not the worst I've played, but it's pretty bad. If y'all have played a better game, or just any game in general that has a better or worse gear system, let me know in the comment section below what exactly that game is, because yeah, the gear in this game, horrendous, and we all know that, right? Definitely a negative factor, I would say, in just keeping players alive in this game. But when it comes to the recent JP and Kara updates, now if we go over to the hideout to Vanessa, when it comes to you making LR gear, which is pretty big, right? If we go over to Vanessa right now, then how it works is you go over to craft gear, I'm sorry, design gear, then you are able to make a LR gear at, what is it? So if I choose SSR, then bam, you have a 60% chance of getting SSR gear and a 40% chance of a UR gear. And then if you throw in the rest of UR gear, then what you're going to see is that you have a, what is it, 30% chance of you obtaining a LR gear, which is not exactly the highest, right? 30% is pretty decent, but obviously you want to make sure that, or you want to try to have a really good chance of you being able to obtain an LR gear every single time, no matter what you throw in, which is pretty important. So if I go ahead and design, am I going to get lucky and get 30%? No, I'm not, of course. So I get the 60%, which is very unfortunate. But if we actually go over to the JP side of the game, like I said, we had a brand new update recently that came alongside the season 9 characters, which were, what is it? Mimosa and William, right? So with this update, we actually got a massive gear change to where if we go to Vanessa and actually go ahead and craft gear, or design gear, I'm sorry, then take a look at this. I throw in SSR, I click go, 95% LR gear chance, which is huge. Now y'all might not be thinking, oh well, this is not anything crazy, I'm just gonna go ahead and RNG it and go for the 30%, but believe it or not, a lot of y'all, including myself, actually miss the 30%, and it's just horrible. You just end up throwing gear, getting UR gears that you're not even using or need whatsoever. So this update came recently, just a few days ago, and anytime you throw in gear, or just 10 SSR pieces in general, then you pretty much obtain a guaranteed LR piece. Now it is 95% and not 100, but let's be honest, right? I don't think a lot of y'all are going to get that hella unlucky and just get a 4% UR piece or a 1% SSR piece. It's possible, don't get me wrong, but 95% LR, you're pretty good, you're solid. And so this is a gigantic gear update that I feel like global players need to just be on the lookout for. I'm hoping it comes out sooner rather than later, because when it comes to just gear overall, this is going to be a big help in just allowing you to, maybe you get pieces that you don't necessarily need, but by having LR pieces, guess what? You throw in 10 SSR pieces, which is pretty obtainable, because that's what your majority of times going to get when you're farming LR gear, or just gear in general. You get those LR pieces that you just crafted from a 95% rate. Bam, you go over here and you throw in for, what is it? You have, I believe if you throw in 10 LR piece gear, then you have a 90% chance of obtaining a UR piece and a 5% of a LR piece. 5%, man, that's not too bad. But again, so kind of like I have an infinite way, or not infinite, but y'all get what I mean. I have a very good chance of obtaining LR accessories over, the previous way on global, because if I show you on global right now, and then what it looks like is when I go talk to Vanessa over here for, what is it, accessories, then I still have the same chance, right? But the thing is that I don't have as many LR pieces as compared to JP, where I just throw in 10 SSR pieces, I get an LR gear, which, is way better than global, how they do it right now. So I feel like global players, be on the lookout for this update, because this is going to be pretty game changing and massive. I'm surprised no one has actually talked about it, so I wanted to go ahead and let y'all know this, because again, gear is something that a lot of us do struggle with, and so by having this update, then you have a much better chance. And so let's actually get lucky and see if we can get lucky with a 5% LR accessory. A 4%, I'll still take it. I mean, not 4%, but a, what is it? So if you throw in, what is it, 10 pieces, I have a 90% chance of UR. I mean, UR accessories is still not bad. It's still definitely obtainable and usable, but you have a way better chance because of the fact that you just literally go over here, throw in 10 SSR pieces for gear, and you're good. You pretty much get yourself a guaranteed LRPs. And the thing is that you can actually use some of the LR pieces that you obtain, so it's not like you can't use those pieces. You know, it just depends on what you need exactly. But overall, this system is huge, is massive, and I definitely would like global players to have it sooner rather than later, because when it comes to gear transcendence, and I'll do a separate video on this when it does get announced, because it is going to come to global sooner rather than later. Very unfortunate. I hate it. It's very pay to win, but yeah, this is definitely a big positive update. I would love the game to get. Ooh, this is not bad for Black Asta. Yo, I'll take that. Main stat defense, and then 2.67 for physical attack percentage. Yo, that's a good piece for Black Asta. I'll take it. That's actually insane. But I want to go ahead and just cover this video because, again, I didn't see anyone making one, so I was like, you know what, let me go and do so. But overall, if you are on JP and KR, man, enjoy this update, take advantage of it. I mean, it's going to be here to stay without a doubt. But global players, I know I desperately need it on my global account. I know probably a lot of y'all could as well, especially if you are free to play, because this is going to be a great way to not only increase your CC, but increase your characters. Ooh, I'll take that. Magic attack percentage. Let's go. But overall, yeah, huge W update, positive W update. But other than that, there, let me know your thoughts, and hope and pray we get this on global before gear transcendence. Okay, that is my absolute want, if possible, but we'll have to see. Hopefully, maybe I'm just coping and it's the other way around, which most likely that's going to be the case. But anyways, other than there, y'all have a good one. Peace.